It's a beautiful Monday morning and Happy New Year to everyone out there. This is welcoming you on board today's edition of Newspapers Today. My name is Oluchi Amada. Yes, let's quickly go through the stories we have this morning on the front pages of some of the national dailies in Nigeria. And I'm going to start with the Vanguard. And the Vanguard is leading with this story this Monday morning. 2023 Atiku Tinubu kick as Obasanjo endorses Peter Obi. Below the picture story, we have this petrol shortage. Depot owners adamant sell petrol at over 200 naira per litre. Lawyer petitions AGF over plot to arrest CBN Governor Emefiele. 2023 year of golden opportunities for Nigeria can. Southern Kaduna attacks. Buhari urged to employ more troops. Atiku will reopen Nigeria's borders. Tambuwa. 2023 great year for Nigerians. Okowa. These are some of the stories that made it to the front page of the Vanguard newspaper this Monday morning. Yes, next is This Day. And This Day is leading with story on politics as well. It says Obasanjo's endorsement of Obi stirs angry reactions from Tinubu Atiku. And it comes with the riders. Former president says citizens have moved from frying pan to fire under Buhari, wants youth to retake country. Labour Party calls on IBB, Jonathan, others to also endorse their candidate. APC campaign. Obasanjo cannot win his polling unit. Support for Obi worthless. PDP, PCC, whether he likes it or not, Atiku will be president. These stories are on the front page of This Day newspaper. The blueprint is next. And the blueprint is leading with this. 56 days to February presidential polls. Obasanjo finally endorses Obi, says last 7 years, hell on earth for Nigerians. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the blueprint newspaper this Monday morning. And it comes with the riders declares LP candidate needle with thread attached to it. Emilokan, I have paid my dues, wrong attitudes to leadership. Ex-president inconsequential, planning third term by proxy, Atiku. He is a paperweight, can't win polling unit for Obi, Tinubu. Still on the front page of the blueprint newspaper. Fatal Ogun Road accident claims 7 on New Year Day. Petrol, FG hammers, Dover, rain oil, others over high depot prices. NAF airstrikes kill 16 terrorists in Zamfara. Leader escape. Below the picture story on the front page of the blueprint newspaper. NDLEA seizes 1,767 kg illicit drugs, arrest 296 suspects in Oyo. These are some of the stories that made it to the front page of the blueprint newspaper this Monday morning. Yes, the Punch is next. And the Punch is leading with this story, still on politics. Presidential poll, Obasanjo endorses Obi as Atiku Tinubu calms protest. New Year, governors' wives welcome first babies with gifts. Motorists kill 5 dancers during party. Ajah policemen caught drinking on duty, abandoned work. Ogun couple killed after crossover service. These stories are on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Yes, the Nation is next. And the Nation is also leading with the story on Tinubu, Obasanjo's endorsement of Peter Obi. It says Obasanjo under fire for endorsing LP candidate Obi. APC, PDP, Akinyemi Bugaji knock ex-president. Below the picture story, acting GF report, Auditor General's report says 17.877 million barrels of crude oil exported without record. The story is below the picture story on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Nigeria in top global chart as vessels earn 4.45 trillion naira gains. Above the masthead, 18 died in New Year Day accident. What 2023 will bring, Adeboye Oyedepo Olukoya. These stories are on the front page of the Nation newspaper. A quick look at what the Daily Sun has for us this morning. Presidency, Obasanjo endorses Peter Obi. Ohaneze Middle Belt Forum, Arewa Youth, Onayekan PFN, CSOs list qualities of Buhari's successor. Akwa Ibom government raises teachers' retirement age to 65. Below the picture story, Adeboye Olukoya seek prayer for Nigeria, one of dangers ahead. Rivers PDP ready for election, says Governor Wike. Don't be guided by your stomach pockets in choosing next president. Bishop Kegama can others warn voters. Emefiele's lawyer writes AGL seeks arrest of DSS DG. These are some of the stories on the front page of the Daily Sun newspaper this Monday morning. Yes, moving now to the Daily Trust. And the Daily Trust says, Atiku Tinubu kick as Obasanjo backs Obi. It's a worthless endorsement APC campaign. Only the endorsement of Nigerians matter to us, PDP. Why I backed Obi against Atiku Tinubu, ex-president, says Nigeria's hell on earth under Buhari. And below the picture story, we have this: uncertainty dogs PDP as presidential poll gathers steam. And the Guardian is next, and it's leading with this story: APC PDP denounced OBJ's letter endorsing Obi. Yes, can see the pictures there of holiday makers on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. And the Tribune is last but never the least. It says Atiku Tinubu rubbish OBJ's endorsement of Peter Obi. Above the masthead, 25 killed in Ogun, Bauchi, Imo, Oyo auto accidents. NDLEA arrests Brazil returnee with 105 parcels of cocaine in candies. G5, anxiety in Rivers, Oyo, Benue, PDP, APC camps. Tinubu lied over meeting. APC candidates fight over deal with PDP governors. Article campaign says. Change Nigeria's destiny in 2023 through general elections, Labour tells workers. COVID-19, we are tracking high traffic countries to Nigeria, NCDC DG. Obasanjo Jonathan Awolowo Dosunmu, others celebrate Falala at 70. These are some of the stories that made it to the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. These are the stories we have for us this morning. And I have my regular guest in the house who will be analyzing the stories for us. Dr. Nkanji, you say welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Compliments us.
I wish you the same. So, yes, it's going to be a very good year.
Of course, people I can see the sign.
Said, yes.
Beautiful year to be.
Yes, and virtually all the papers we have, have this as a banner headline: the endorsement of Peter Obi.
That endorsement for me, is individualistic. Okay. That's Obasanjo. He's entitled to his own opinion. Mm-hmm. But he cannot tell me whom to vote for. Neither can he tell all Nigerians. You see, there's this analogy I gave. We just entered the World Cup. Imagine when the World Cup is about to start. Imagine Infantino, the president, or Sepp Blatter, the former president, saying, mentioning a particular country that will win. So if that country wins, don't you know that it will take the shine of that victory? So it would have been better for former President Olusegun Obasanjo to say that people should vote for their conscience, that he hope the best candidate will win. Juxtapose that, so picking one out of the lot to say he will win. I think Baba is being vindictive. Let me give you this analysis. I can tell you why I would not choose either Tinubu or Atiku. For Atiku, when he was gunning for his third term, Atiku made it impossible for him, to the extent that he had to kneel down for Atiku, begging him to allow him to finish his tenure. You want that person to support such a man? I realized that in 2019, you remember, he supported him tacitly. Then for Tinubu, you see, Obasanjo believed that he's the best Yoruba man, best Yoruba leader to come out of Southwest. In his lifetime, he will not wait to see another Yoruba leader come up and equal the feat he has gotten to. He will never support Tinubu for that. That's why I say he's a highly vindictive person. He does not forgive, and he doesn't want to be equaled. I can tell you point blankly that these are the reasons why I will not support either Tinubu or Atiku. But for supporting Obi, he's trying to be fair. You know, he said the Southeast has never had a go. You want to give it to him, isn't it? But in politics, there is no fairness. When we talk about politics, you cannot. Power is not served a la carte. You don't expect people to just give it to Obi. Obi should contest and allow people to have free will to choose whom they will.
Okay, so why do you think his endorsement is being given so much attention? Even the parties are reacting to it.
They have to react. Don't forget, he's a former president.
No, one of the reactions was actually that he is a paperweight, that he cannot even win his word.
I don't know about that.
Okay, that was one of the reactions.
I heard it too. But my point is this: why is he trying to hoodwink Nigerians to vote for his choice? I think the best thing to do for a leader, a national leader for that matter, a statesman, is to appeal to people's conscience. Please vote for your choice, not vote for this person. For me, it may even take shine off Obi, because some people who might have decided to vote for him, say, for Obasanjo saying I would not vote for him. So I think he should. He's not the only past leader we have. Babangida is there, still alive. Abdul Salam is still there, and Gowon is still there. Former vice president before Jonathan is also there. They are not coming out to say vote for this person. Why him? Big question.
All right, why him? It's 56 days to February presidential poll.
Yeah.
And INEC is saying that people are not collecting their PVCs. Do you think Nigerians are actually ready?
I'm disturbed.
Change?
I'm disturbed by that news. Why are we not going to collect? You see, you don't just wish it to happen. You have to make it happen. Go and collect I'm appealing to our people, go and collect your PVC and vote for your conscience, not for your party. But if you don't have it, you cannot even decide who rules you. And once anybody comes in, you have no mouth to talk if you did not participate. So I'm appealing to people to go out there and vote for their choice.
All right, we have this story on the front page of the Blueprint newspaper. NDLEA seizes 1,776 kg illicit drugs, arrests 296 suspects in Oyo.
In Oyo. You see, this, I think I will continue to give thanks to this man, Marwa. The man is doing a lot about this fight. And if not for him, it would have been worse. But those people caught should be debriefed so that we get more of their ilk that are in the country. They are doing more harm, not only to themselves, but to the country. So I thank God they are caught.
All right. A report states 17.877 million barrels of crude oil exported without records. It's actually on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Please, let's have it.
That is to tell you that corruption is still here. I insist that it is not impunity that's the greatest problem in this country. It's still corruption, because it is a corruptible mind that will go for impunity. So it's part of corruption we are talking about. Some people are behind this. Maybe some people who knew will turn a blind eye if they have been kept quiet with that. Okay, we'll give you a part of this. Why should this continue? And we are saying we have no money in this country. This is the source of revenue. I see this as economic sabotage.
Okay.
If I had my way, once they are caught, they should be fired on the spot.
Now, when this governor came on board, the fight against corruption was top on the list
Of course.
his agenda. How
That's
has
why
it fared?
I'm saying that. You see, may our resolve not be tested. It's one thing to appear as a leader and win an election. It's another thing to kitchen cabinet, people around you, to resonate with you, to go along with your thinking. That's the problem of Buhari now. What that is happening. Buhari may not like it, but what could he do? He has chosen the people to perform. If he sacks, how many people will he sack? That's tell you that what is wrong with this country is systemic, not the person that is sitting at the helms of affairs. It's systemic. We have to fight the rot. There are some people. You just said it now. Are we saying that they are not aware of these things being stolen? Are we saying that we are not aware that corruption is? But who will fight it? Those who will fight it are also corrupt.
Okay, talking about
only God can save
talking about
us.
who will fight now. Ohaneze Middle Belt Forum Arewa Youth on PFN says they are listing qualities that Buhari's successor must possess to be able to lead. Now, there's this belief that everything actually boils down to leadership.
Of course.
That if you are a leader, you should be able to take a particular stand, take a step. There are people that change cabinets. So why should that be difficult if you discover that this person is not performing? Give them a target. If they can't meet the target,
You change them. No, I give you.
Why is that difficult?
I like football analogy a lot. I cited an example. I've cited it here. I will repeat it. That we were playing against Brazil in Abuja. They were leading us 3-0. Keshi of blessed memory was the coach. He looked at the field. He looked at the bench. Bench is where you have people you can change.
Yes.
He shook his head. You know what it means? People playing are even better than the bench. Maybe that's what is happening with this Buhari regime. As far as it's concerned, he has chosen the best. So he found it difficult to change from the bad to worse. You understand? I think we should appeal to the people. That's why I say our problem is systemic. It's not a one-man show. Whoever is going to win should be ready to die. I've said it. Because we have to fight the system. And it's not easy to fight the system. You know what I mean? It's not easy. But anybody who cannot do that should not even come on board at all. Should fight that system and change it. It's a tough fight.
The Daily Trust. The Daily Trust has this story. Let's have it, please. Fuel subsidy favors the rich more than the poor.
That's correct. And he has said if he gets there, he's going to stop the subsidy. It's a word on the marble. It's a very factual statement. It favors the rich more than the poor. So what he's saying in essence is that we don't need to subsidize again. But if we don't subsidize, I've said it, we have to be, it will push us into more trouble as it is now. Because the refineries are not working. We don't have modular refinery. Should we remove it now, it's going to be worse. So much as I agree with him, but you should put certain things in place before the subsidy is finally removed.
All right.
Because it's going to be tough, honest. If we remove it as it is now, it's going to be very tough.
There is scarcity of fuel.
As we speak now.
Yes.
It's not removed now. Subsidy is still there.
Yes.
If it is now entirely removed, it will be worse. We'll be buying at 500, 600, if guys want to take something 800 naira per liter.
There's this belief in supporters that if you are buying it for
If you are
500
getting,
naira
and you are getting,
it's readily available, that it will be better than not getting it at all.
It's easier said. It's easier said than not. Let it happen first. People will cry.
All right, still talking about fuel scarcity. FG plans inspection of fuel stations tanks.
Yes, because of hoarding, people are creating artificial scarcity.
Okay.
That's why the prices are skyrocketing. If you let's charity begins from in Osogbo here. I can tell you that as you said, it's available, right? But where it is available and it's sold at control price, go and see the long queue. You have to juxtapose wasting your time against wasting your money. You understand? And for me, time is greater than money. So some people are ready to queue, will queue for that means you don't have something doing. I cannot afford to queue for long hours. That's why, and I cannot afford to pay humongous price. I just park my vehicle. Trust me, I'm an economist. I cannot afford it.
The Vanguard newspaper says petrol shortage. Depot owners adamant sell petrol at over 200 naira per liter.
That's what we are talking about, impunity now. smarting from corruption, why should they be adamant? One of the greatest problems we have in this country are these marketers. They want to get what is called abnormal profit. If they sold at normal price, they are still making. Although ex-depot price has gone up, I agree, but not to the extent at which they are selling. Especially this time around, Yuletide period, December, January. See that when these are over now, when all these festive periods are over, you now see them talking sense. So, and like you rightly read, it's the leadership that is allowing it. But where would the leaders come from? Is it not from followership? So a bad follower can never be a good leader.
All right. Still on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper, let's have it. Calls for forex reforms spread as transaction rise 9% to $34 billion.
Whoever becomes president should think along that side. We should reform foreign exchange because we are having multiple. We should find a single form of foreign exchange so that we depend on that. But when you now have a black market pricing, it's killing the economy.
All right. Gunmen raise a Bubeago commander's house, kill wife.
This eastern part of the country, especially southeast, I don't know what is really happening. If it is this agitation for Biafra state, I will not say give it to them. I will only make one suggestion. That is a suggestion to whoever will be president. We should go back to fiscal federalism. Let's see whether they will be agitating again. That is, let people sit atop what God has given them. Let no federal government touch whatever income they will generate. Give it to them. You will see that there will be competition. This Biafra agitation will stop.
Do you see any of the candidates talking about fiscal federalism?
Yes, I see, but I won't mention names.
Okay.
But I can assure you, if he says it now, he may not win. So he better kept in the cooler until he emerges.
All right. So, Brazilian stock market gained 5.62 trillion naira in 2022, despite foreign investors' exit.
Yes, the stock market will continue to gain. You see, because in Nigeria, we pay the highest amount of returns on investment. That's why our stock market will most time be bullish rather than be bearish.
All right. The Punch newspaper has this. Let's have it. NCDC emergency team meets over China COVID-19 surge.
I mentioned it. In China now, COVID-19 is returning. We don't need to wait for anybody to tell us that before we play a kind of strategic move. Whoever is coming from China should be put at the border there, at the airport, and do the normal thing before he enters. Because if guys not taking, we are going to enter another COVID-19 regime. God forbid.
All right, so on the front page of the Punch newspaper, New Year, governors' wives welcome first babies with gifts.
Yes, here in Osogbo, here in Osun State, in Osogbo, yes, somebody was done. So it's a ritual. It happens every first of
right.
January.
18 died in New Year Day accidents.
Only God can help us with this accident. It's always, especially when it gets to Yuletide period, maybe reckless driving and stuff like that. I think road safety should wake up to their responsibilities to put a stop to it.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Yinka Andrews, for making it to the program. I also want to say very big thank you to our viewers.
Happy New Year out there.
Yes.
May this year be the best ever we have ever seen.
Amen. Thank you for that prayer. And I'm sure it's straight from your mouth to God's hand. This is where we'll be drawing the curtains on today's edition of Newspapers Today. My name is Oluchi Amuda. Keep enjoying the rest of your holiday. Good morning.